All right, back. I am back. All right. Let's let's do this. Oh, that's frozen now. Cool. One second. 1 second, please. One minute. All right. Hopefully there is no longer any more not only distractions but problems. Okay. Good God. So the Wi-Fi went out. My mic and camera settings reset. Wi-Fi is on the fritz. All right. We have. God. It is insane how shitty this is. Hold on. Okay. Alright. Top of all that, we lost some progress. Alright. 1 second, please. God. Sunrise enabled. Alright. Alright. Back from the storm. There we go. Actually, let me do this real quickly. Just because I can. Japanese. Storm. Drum and bass. There has to be one for this, right? Whatever. God. Hold on. Okay. Back to it. Back to it. Alright, alright. Alright. Let's keep going. So what I was saying before the crash and everything else, alright, is that this game could be anything. And when I say earlier that this could be a card game, I really mean this could be a card game, alright? This could be anything, basically. Alright? I was trying to say before the storm decided to, try and, shut me up, basically. But yeah. Essentially, be ready for anything. You never know what's coming. But yeah. Alright. Ooh, don't do that, please. I need like a flat color. Something flat that I can work with, basically. Doesn't have those shades, basically. Something that's not gonna blow our eyes out, basically. Alright, let's keep going. You know what? I'm not letting no damn storm stop me. Alright? I didn't let no blue stuff stop me. I didn't let no... interesting critique stop me. It's not a damn thing that a little storm can do to stop me. It's not a damn thing anything can do to stop me from making this game. Do one thing real quick though. Oh, it might stop me. I'm gonna see here. Okay. Alright. Let's keep going. Actually, let me edit my, let me do this quickly. Because I don't like that whiteness. Alright. Edit my, filters. Glitter correction. Let's go for a lower gamma. Cool. Let me do this one time. I need to actually edit the color aspect ratio because I simply need to work with what I have. Hold on. All right. All right. Let's keep going. Actually, let me make this title real quickly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Alright. Ain't no storm gonna stop me. Let me try this one thing here. Ain't no storm gonna stop. Alright. Changing the, I'm changing the, name of the stream, by the way, to something more fitting to what is happening, basically, because I could have ended stream easily on that storm and be like, ah, shucks, you know? But no. No way. Ain't no storm gonna stop this. Ain't no storm gonna stop this game design. I am not gonna let that shit happen. Alright? Not to my game. I will let... I ain't gonna let no thunderstorm stop this game from progressing. I ain't gonna let this thunderstorm stop what's happening here. Alright. 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 Alright, let's keep going. Alright. keep going. All right. Good. All right. Let's keep going. Let's just keep going. All right. Oh, let me check here. Make sure everything's all good to go. That's weird. All right, whatever. Whatever. Yo, let me ask a favor real quickly for people in chat. All right. If you could send in like one message basically in chat, I would appreciate that because according to Twitch, we call it we have people here, while in Streamlabs we have less people. I don't know. Let's see here. Whatever. I don't know. All right. Let's keep going though. Alright, so got all that done. Alright. Alright. So what I'm gonna do now? Easily have that in later, honestly. Doesn't matter now with it, but okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and add a clay buildup tool. Or clay buildup. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on a very generous subdivide. And I'm gonna go ahead and save that. Do a... Seriously? Okay, there we go. Do one of these. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do this now with the damn standard brush. Put that on a 1. Do this. Actually, let me do it with the damn standard brush. It'd be a lot easier. I'm gonna go ahead and take the lazy mouse tool route and just scrub it across. Right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and scrub across here, like so. All right. I'll go ahead and do a pinch now. Orbital pinch. Let's go. All right. All right. Let's keep going. All right. Let's go ahead and do this now. Chilling. Gotta keep going. All right. Let's go for a cloth. Not that heavy. Let's see here. All right. Alright. Let's go ahead and do a bump now. Not like an actual bump, but like a bump for this little road here. Not that big of a bump, though. I need to have that be a little bit smaller. Alright. Little bit smaller. Okay. Now, orbital brush. Right. Now we do a Z add. Do double the amount that was originally supposed to do that. Hold on. Y'all to see that the level of detail we're adding here, basically. Come on. Whole idea for this game is tender love and care. As in, like, you know what, for what I'm doing for the game, you know, how much passion I'm putting into this stuff, you know. I really do want to make a game that people are gonna love, you know. So I mean, shit. Might as well go all the way. All right, so. Let me go ahead and do this. For the knuckles. Or the finger joints, I mean. Alright. Let's go and do a clay build up. I want to put that on a subdivide so it kind of like lowers in basically. Whoa, don't do that though. Alright. I'm back. Welcome back, Mercury. Crashed like 18 times since last time. So, actually, should I do it? I don't know. It'll be fine. Alright. How did math class go, Mercury? Nice. Did you cheat? My modeling drawing. Nice. Okay, so you're off I'm gonna tell your teacher. No. Let's see here. How many people do we have in stream? Because I look at a browser, Twitch, and called Streamlabs Twitch viewers or not, and it's not the same for some reason. But yeah. But yeah. I don't know. My calculations are correct. We should have like 2 people here, so I don't know. Anyway, haven't had a moment to really fucking say anything because my Wi-Fi has been going out like crazy, basically. Like to the point of like I mean, the problem with like Streamlabs, right, is like I won't know if like the Wi-Fi isn't working right away, right? Like it will still show that I'm streaming even if my Wi-Fi is out, basically. You know? So like it could be non-broadcasting for like 5 minutes, like an hour, right? And I wouldn't even know it. It is kind of stupid. But you know, that's what we're dealing with. But yeah. What was it saying? Oh yeah, so before the fuck was I saying beforehand? Before stream, what was it? Oh yeah, so basically this game, right? It is supposed to be secret, as in, you know, what the actual game is, right? And was in earlier too. I think that other viewer that was here has returned. I don't know. We have 2 viewers. I know that, or someone else is here. So I'm just, you know, going over the shtick of the of this project, right? So basically, on this Twitch channel, I am, we call it working on a game where, or Twitch, I will never display the theme type, genre, or platform of, basically. And we call it however, it is perfectly able, or y'all are perfectly able to try and trip me up and try and get me to reveal the game, of course, right? And one of which, alright, so basically we call it earlier in today's stream sessions, we call it well, actually not even in earlier today's stream sessions, like basically over the course of my streaming time, right, like I'm talking about like since May, people have guessed that the platform for this game, just for example, is or could be or is gonna be PC, console. What else have people guessed? People have guessed a card game recently. People have guessed a Samsung fridge. Basically a multitude of everything, right? Mobile. Well, basically what I'm trying to say is, like, it could be any of those, alright? It could be any of those. Because I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, it's not console, it's not PC, because then you can just narrow it down, right? You can just start marking off those check boxes, right? And there's not a whole lot of things this could be, right? When it comes to platform, right? So it's like, if I just start saying yes or no to everything, right, then we're not gonna. It'll be pretty fucking easy to figure out what the hell that is, right? The only thing I'll say no to that it's not going to be is a fucking board game, all right? But yeah, meaning Mercury, just for you, it still could be a card game. It still could be one. Or mobile, I don't know. Go fuck yourself. But yeah, if I just started saying like what it or yes or no to what you call it what it could or couldn't be, or like definitely like yes or no answers, right? Then it would be just someone would figure out what the game is in a day or a week or so. But yeah. I don't know. One thing I am going to do though, which I am fully aware, I'm fully aware that when this game comes out, depending on what game it what game comes out, based on like what the platform is, right? Because this is what we're talking about right now is the platform, of course. I could release this game for PC, and there'll be a bunch of console fuckers on my ass being like, I thought this would be a console game, right? And personally, but first of all, I want to say this too. No matter what platform this game comes out on, doesn't mean it can't come out on another platform later on, basically. Because, the whole idea is that we're making this in 3D, right? Making it in 3D, therefore we have the ability to go down whatever the hell route we want, basically. I'm not going to go heavy into that because I think I've gone through it enough. But, essentially, no matter what this game comes out on, because I know for a fact there's going to be people who hate it, alright? You can't, have a game be so secret and have everyone like what the outcome is, right? You just can't. I feel like that's part of life too, you can't have everyone be like, oh my god, it's the best thing ever, right? No. So, honestly, if this game does come, when this game does come out, right, if anyone chooses to be entitled and be like, I thought this was gonna be this, or I hoped it was gonna be that, honestly, that shit, I don't give a fuck. Alright? As in, like, I made several, I've made, like, several points as to, being able to, go off in another route if we wanted to afterwards, right? But yeah. If someone feels so entitled that this game should be in a certain way, then, or this game should, came out on PC or console or a card game or whatever the fuck they hoped, right? Then, you know. Then I personally don't think, I mean, those types of people are hard to please anyway, so I wouldn't really expect them to, you know, I wouldn't hope for them to stick around, honestly. But yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. I don't know. It's one of those deals where it's like, you know, I mean, I always knew, or I always, like, had an idea that, like, you know, because I'm doing this so secretly, like, someone, regardless, is going to not like the, final platform, you know? I always knew that could be a thing. You know, never in... Call it a... Never had my doubts in that regard. Alright. Got all that in. Alright, so... Next thing to do is... just start polishing, basically. Not too heavy on polishing, just enough to, get us going in the right direction. Because, you know, we want a grainy-ass kind of, glove in a way. Not enough to, cause for concern, but something that, you know, actually has a gradient other than just, like, just plain, you know? I don't know. I prefer when everything has, like, a gradient on it, you know, because I can work with that in, Substance Painter, you know. That's a big part of my modeling process, you know, having resources to work with, basically. You know? Because that is how we do things. Hold on. Make sure it passes the good old distance check. Right. Cool. Give us just a little bit of a gradient. I'm not looking for like a big ass fucking amount of gradient, but like enough to like show that this glove has been worn, basically, you know? And that'll tell us that the person who uses this glove has used this glove for an exceptional amount of time. But yeah. Right. Alright. Now what I did, I'll just explain. So basically I used a tool to basically dig into, I'm gonna change the music because this just sounds like Weird. Also, kind of prefer silence. Whatever. So basically, what I did, just to usher in, how I made these details, right, is essentially I got a tool or a brush that essentially allowed me to either like create like called extrusions, meaning lifting the polygons upwards and downwards, right? I make a mess out of that, right? I just go and I just do random strokes, right? Nothing too specific, right? Now I have these dark lines right here, right? Let me actually, I can do this right now, actually. What's this? I have these dark lines right here, right? And if I go ahead with another tool and I start, you know, gently, not harshly, right? In some case, I think in most programs that have to do like sculpting, right? You can go either really soft or really fucking hard, and that really can mess your stuff up because that's unnatural, right? So basically, what I'm doing now is I'm adding more definition to all of these, like softer, not softer, all of these harder bits, right? These are like the wrinkles in the clothing, basically, you know. But yeah, and while I'm here, let me go ahead and just do the damn center brush again, and go ahead and just add in our these right here. Actually, all right, let's go with that. Go with that. Basically, actually, let me do this quickly. Let's go half, 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 half. All right, half, half. Basically, this is where I'm going to be like putting the basically this is where I'm going to be putting the whatchamacallit, the joints, right, to like bend the fingers, right? Because ideally, if these gloves would be used for so long, then these points would have like creases on them, basically, you know. Because with the thing too, this character right here, he is using a Falcata sword, and because he is a fighter, because he has he that's just his origin. I'm going to go into what makes him a fighter because we see that he had a shield and a sword. So I mean, guess what his occupation is? Killing people. Cool. Uh, anyway, so like because of that idea, it would make sense for his like gloves to be like a bit worn. It's kind of why I'm doing this right here because you know, it may not be details that the player will notice, right? But like, you know, it would be details that it's not gonna be details that like people are gonna notice if it's not there. It's just like more attention to detail, basically. You know, not to mention too, right? I mean, when you think about a game, right? You think about a game and how many players are gonna be playing that game, right? And it could be any amount of players, right? Let's say a game has let's go low ball it. Let's say a game has 100,000 players, right? 100,000 players, right? That is 100,000, or at least 100,000 playthroughs of that game or whatever the hell, right? So essentially, with that in mind, that is 100,000 different ways your game will be experienced or your models will be looked at, right? And when you think about it like that, there is a very good chance that someone's going to see, I mean, everyone's going to see damn near everything, right? Because, and also, the way your game functions, right? If there's going to be 100 people playing that game, I want to preface this too, because a lot of people ask me about testing games. Playtesting games is helpful, of course. It's very much needed because it helps people or helps developers or not. Called make sure the game doesn't break when it comes out, right, or fixes all the bugs, right, or not all the bugs, right. Like you truly can't like hire a good enough team to siphon or locate all the bugs, right, because what you have to account for, right, is if you, let's say you have a team of like 5 playtesters, right? And they all play the game every day, and they try to beat the game like however many times to find however many bugs they can, right? It really doesn't matter because like I mean, it matters because they get rid of the harder, more potent bugs, or more potent glitches, right? That is really causing the game to have some issues, right? That's cool. That's fine. That's needed. That's good. That's the reason why they have fucking called playtesters to begin with, right? However, right, if you have 100,000 people, or in some cases millions of people playing that game, there ain't no possible way for a group of any size playtesters to go through the game and experience what a million people will probably experience at least once, right? The fucking and with that said, detail wise, right? Considering the fact that there's going to be 100 different or unlimited ways for players to play this game and interact with everything, right? I feel like adding in these small details, even though they're so minuscule and they probably wouldn't be noticed, someone will probably notice this and think, damn, I feel like that's kind of the most important part about game design, in my opinion, It's that damn factor, that idea that, like, someone actually gave a shit. Someone gave a shit about this game I'm playing. There's a lot of games out there, Redfall, that don't really do that. Alright? A lot of games out there, which, not to discredit the main artist of said game, but, alright, it's, it's one of those cases where it's like, we call it, you really, we call it, you really could tell, a lot of games, Redfall, yeah. Redfall is the, for those who don't know, is the vampire slayer type of game, right? Basically, it's kind of like Left 4 Dead 2, but like shitty, and has vampires instead of zombies, and the AI sucks, and all enemies are easy to kill, even on hardcore mode, or I think it was in nightmare mode. I don't know. Yeah, you know. And one thing too, though, is like a lot of those like whenever I play a game, right, I can skip past the bugs, right? I can skip past the terrible story. I can skip past everything, right? Or my I remember waiting for that game being yeah. Fucking I think the game sold like 30,000 copies like actually no, that game was a popular game. There's a lot of games out there that like that release and like they sell like less than like 50,000 copies, so I mean it's part of the bunch of games that just didn't do well, right? But I don't know. I judge a game or judge a game. I mostly look at the visuals of the game, right? I don't give a shit if a game has terrible graphics, right? I really don't give a shit, right? I care about if the artist actually gave a shit, basically. You know? Because I could easily have, and let me just do this right. I could easily have called this glove fucking finish, right? Now, I'm not saying that this is like the best leather glove in all of mankind, right? But I could easily have like just left this as a flat ass fucking glove and said, "Well, there it is," But no, fucking, because this is my game. This is my shit. This is my thing that I'm like, I want people to enjoy, of course, right? And whenever you make anything art related, right, your main goal is to make the best thing you possibly can make. Not the best thing ever, mind you, the best thing you can possibly make. you know? So I ain't trying to fucking tell people to go become the best or go make art that trumps even the senior artists that have been doing this for 20 years, right? No. Make the best art you possibly can, right? And if I go into a fucking game and I see all the cuts and everything else wrong with the game, then I don't really plan on sticking around for too long. In fact, let me see if I still have it somewhere. Let me see here. I'll have to go to one of my files. But basically, one game that I find myself coming back to, not because the game is good, but because the game is absolutely fucking. I mean, the game is good, the gameplay is fine, the shooting is fine, but there's just a lot of like texture errors, basically, like clipping, seams and textures, all types of shit that you really don't want in your game to begin with because it breaks immersion, because that's the thing. When you make a game, right, the thing you want to have is player immersion, of course, right? And how you maintain that is maintaining what can break that immersion. You know? And so when you when you make something, when you create an asset that is just lackluster to begin with, right? That is when you get a lot of, or in my opinion, a lot of bullshit, basically. You know? Fucking that shows me how much someone gave a shit, right? Now, in some cases, you can't, like, fix everything, right? You can't, sometimes things, slip under the rug, and that's perfectly fine, It happens. I'm not, you know, it's, it's fine. This is an example that I have, that I made myself, that when I was teaching someone how to do modeling right, is how UVing works, basically, right? So basically, actually, let me do this quickly. So, I'll teach this too, to y'all. Just so y'all can, like, spot this in games and be mad like me, alright? Or whatever. Is if you have, your UVs over here, like, broken up like this. Like if you want... Hold on. Actually, let me, pull this up in a Painter so I can draw. Alright, so I can, really give y'all the rough down, alright? Because, this is how texturing should work, alright? You want everything on your texture to be, or on your UV shell to be... Let me preset that and make sure that everything is in view. You want everything on your texture to be, or your shell to be all one piece, basically, right? Because if you have everything broken up like this right here, like this, we get these awkward ass fucking seams right there, right there. These don't connect. You want them to connect because, we want the wood texture here to be absolutely fluent, right? And like this, it ain't. Why? Because it's cut up, right? And in a game setting, if you ever see any seams, right? There's always going to be seams in models, by the way. So if you see one, it usually ain't the modeler's fault, right? It's just when it's blatantly fucking obvious, right? When it's blatantly obvious and they didn't even do anything to the UVs to try to fix it, basically, Like, I'm out here rebaking the same goddamn Stork Frost Scepter like 17 times just to make sure that it is absolutely perfectly fine, and it absolutely it becomes something that is almost, for the most part, flawless, right? Flawless to a high standard, basically, right? Because, motherfucker, this is going to be in a game. It's going to be a weapon, everything else, right? Let me see if I can find the image that I'm looking for basically. So the game that I'm talking about is Dead Rising Definite or Dead Rising, Dead Island Definitive Edition. All right, Dead Island Definitive Edition. Holy hell! All right, I would love to go in that game and like walk around and show everyone the fucking not the glitches, but the just the sheer lack of attention when it comes to those goddamn textures, alright? Because a lot of stuff in that fucking game, a lot of those textures are stretched. A lot of them are you can visually see the we call it the clipping or the UV seams whatnot basically. Everything is just so noticeable. And they try to hide it, but they fail. And because of that, I'm out. Alright? No deal. But yeah. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure. Actually, let me see here. I don't know. If I can't find it, I'll just skip it basically. But, yeah. I don't know. It's a photo trapped within a couple of gigabyte or a couple hundred gigabytes of call it space. Whatever. My models won't be seamless for now for two reasons. I'm still learning how to model and I'm not used to it. Mute your laptop for all of it. Yeah, that's all right. Actually, let me do something quickly. All right. I don't have it installed, but I'm pretty sure I can install pretty fast. All right. I want to show the pure fucking stupidness of this game. All right. Wait, was it this one or was it? I was Riptide. Never mind. How long is this gonna take to download? I don't give a shit. Well, I'm pretty sure it'll install before we call it before you know stream's done. But even so, I can just throw this off later on. But yeah, like, is your only game? Oh no, I just typed in call it Dead Island over here and search things so I can like filter it out. Like, I have like I've been on Steam for a fucking while. All right, it's 20 fucking 10. Fucking, and I haven't played half of these fucking games. Basically. Let's see here. What do I have installed actually? Dark Anthology. I don't play that game. Gotta say, would love to see the company. I would. I mean, I'm taking a risk right now playing Dead Island Riptide, or Dead Island basically, because one thing that I've noticed about my stream, right, is like, because I do mostly art content, right, a lot of people who come here for the art content, right? And so if I do a gaming stream, then I am like I'm gonna get we call it the normal traction that I normally get won't come basically, and my next stream will be fucking tanked basically, and I'm and you know basically we call it gaming channel, yeah, makes a whole ass fucking gaming channel just to fucking stream like one time, or a couple like two times basically. I don't know. I've been thinking about that, but then again, you know, I have like everything I'm working on basically. You know, I don't know, it sucks though, right? One time I wanted to stream Left 4 Dead 2, alright, and I was playing on a hard mod or a difficult mod, which basically forced me to have to like aim for the head, like a zombie. I was playing a hardcore Left 4 Dead 2 mod where I can only kill zombies through headshots and, gaming sandwich. I mean, that could be interesting. But yeah. I was playing Left 4 Dead 2 one day, and I was playing a hard mod. I thought, it's a difficult mod, so it's good. That's what adds the flavor of this particular stream, right? Or that particular stream, right? Fucking, I got maybe a couple passing views, basically, And so, whenever I end a stream, right? I get an email on whatever I get an email stating on a score of how good my last stream went, basically. And it's based off of my previous streams, right? And usually I get about an 8 to a 9 out of 10%, basically, or 9 out of 10, basically. After I streamed that Left 4 Dead 2 game, I got a fucking 2 or a 3. Yeah, get the stream info too. Yeah. Fucking, what call it? I get a fucking 2 or a 3 on Left 4 Dead 2, basically. And for the rest of the streams on that, for the entirety of July, fucking, it had been nothing but fucking 3s and 4s and 5s. It slowly crawled back up to 8 and 9%, or 8 or 9 out of 10, basically, right? That took a long fucking time, basically. The only reason why I got back to, maximum traction was because of that fucking time, see here, Bass, raided my channel, basically, with 15 people, basically. The only reason why I'm able to get a fucking 8 out of 10 now, or a 9 out of 10, is because of that one fucking raid. Right? That is literally the reason why. It is kind of stupid. I hate how Twitch works. Alright? It's like, if you go off your trail, you get lost, basically, for fucking ever, until someone finds you and pulls your ass out, basically. It's stupid. Alright? The best part is, too, right, is a lot of YouTubers or YouTubers who stream on YouTube are coming to Twitch because YouTube is acting shitty, I guess. I don't know. A lot of people in their contracts are ending, and they're just switching over, basically. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny because, here's the thing, right? When it comes to a lot of these streamers, right, a lot of people left Twitch because they didn't like what was happening, right? They didn't like that when they got donated to, or whatever the hell, Twitch takes 50% of all that, basically. If I don't use PayPal, by the way. Here be now or again. Go to class. That's alright, man. Let's see who else is here. Sure, I'm not talking into the dark. Cool. So basically, the way Twitch works, right, is that the way the money works on Twitch is that I'm not sure if it's the same thing for ads, right? But fucking for donations at the very least, whatever the hell you give to the streamer, 50% of that goes to Twitch. And if they're using PayPal, another 1% goes to PayPal. So if you donate to someone $20, alright, they're only gonna see nine of that, basically. It's stupid. You're literally better off sending off Twitch bits, alright? You're better off doing that, alright? For my stream, no, I'm not trying to plug in my actually, I don't know. I don't plug in or showcase my donation thing, by the way. I have one, alright? I'll still be Lab Mercury. I have a donation link, but I don't really advertise it as much because I know how it works. If anyone donates any amount of money, 50% of all of that is going to go straight to Twitch, basically. And I would much rather have that be donated through an act of a subscription or Twitch bits, because I would much rather use that money and funnel it back into the game, basically, right? But the whole idea is that whatever money I make off Twitch, I want to funnel it back into the game, basically, right? Fucking, as in, like, potentially bring on more people to help model stuff for the game, right? But yeah. And I really honestly don't want anyone to donate to me. I know it sounds fucking stupid, but I don't want anyone to donate to me, right? I would much rather it just be through fucking Twitch bits and fucking, we call it, Twitch bits and, or you know, subbing to the channel, basically, you know, because, you know, that fucking 50% that someone is, or 50%, 50% that Twitch is taking away could be used to pay someone to help me make more assets for the game and speed the process up, you know? Because, you know, eventually here's the thing, right? In the future, my goal, or what I envision, alright? If I ever, like, actually make it, as in, like, I end up being able to, finance and, you know, give people a salary or whatever the hell through all of this stuff on online, basically, right? And maybe even possibly from this game, right? Then I would love to basically make a YouTube Twitch-sided game studio, basically. I mean, that's what this is going to be, basically. That's what 3D Sandwich is, basically. You know, it's a small game studio, technically. You know? But when the first game comes out, then, you know, of course I'll call it more then, right? But now it's just, we are trying to make something first, basically. You know? But yeah. I would much rather have the full donation go towards the game and the people who will be helping me out versus, you know, the alternative, you know, and having Twitch take up 50% of that and progress happens slowly, you know. But either way, no matter what the hell happens, and I'm promising this, alright? Fucking, no matter what the hell happens, this game can come out. As long as I'm in charge, as long as I am doing the art, at least, the game will come out. You know? I have I have set up the entire plan for this game primarily so that all it takes is the art. Basically. Art and a little bit of description, but, you know. But either way. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get back to it. Let's see, what kind of music should we listen to? Hold on. I have to find something that is not going to copyright my entire channel. Hold on. But yeah, one thing I will say too, right, about the whole idea of called all right, the whole thing that I kind of think is comical is that, you know, when people decide to go back to Twitch, and people are trying to, right? It's kind of ironic, right? Because here's the thing, right? In order to lose your anything tied to a Twitch subscription, partnership or a whatchamacallit, partnership or the fuck is it? The affiliation, right? Is you have to basically have to not stream for a whole 6 months, basically. Or a whole year, I think. I don't know. One of the two. Basically, if you don't stream for X amount of time, you lose it, basically. Right? And to get like a partnership or affiliation, right, on Twitch, you have to maintain a certain amount of viewers for 30 fucking days, right? And so when these people come back to Twitch, you know, thinking that... I'm talking about the smaller channels, by the way. When they come back to Twitch, right, they have to do that all fucking over again, right? Because now they put themselves in a position where they have to build themselves back up again. So, honestly, I've been thinking about this, alright? Like, Makata. I mean, there's a whole reason why I multi-stream, alright? I multi-stream not only because it's good for traction, but because of the fact that it is quite literally the only way to... Hold on. It's quite literally the only way to stream while keeping yourself safe, basically. Because here's the thing, and I'm gonna be fully honest, alright? Whatever gets popular first is probably the platform I'm gonna stick on, basically. You know? Or I'm gonna be attached to more, basically. You know? And I'm pretty sure it's a given, honestly, because... I mean... You know. But, you know. And it's one of those deals where it's like... I know for a goddamn fact that, like... If this shit pops off, right? I'm gonna be utilizing all the apps that I possibly can, basically, and trying to, you know... make everything better, basically. That's the whole plot for me, basically. That is the plot. You know? That is the plot. Basically, you know, maintain quality. But yeah. Just maintain that precious quality. And it's kind of funny too, you know, because like I have to... Alright, funny. It's kind of the wake-up call for me in all of this, by the way, which yes, there was a wake-up call in a way, was that I have to maintain a good stream, right? But I also have to maintain a good game, right? And sometimes doing that, of course, means that we have to do something or do things that are not exactly, I would say, exciting to watch in a way. As in the blue stuff, to like apologize, basically. I feel like, I mean, one thing that I think people can take away from this channel, if anything, if nothing else, basically, is that this Twitch channel, I feel like, is very educational, as in, like, showing people that, you know, what it should feel like to, you know, get quality done, or, you know, to be in that league of, getting good quality done for your game, basically. And that's the thing, too. I feel like that is what makes an artist a good fucking artist, alright? That is what makes an artist a good goddamn artist. Recognizing and knowing how things should feel. Right? That is the first step of knowing what it should be like. That is the first step of non-illusion. Right? You can't play with the illusion unless you know how it feels. Just like you can't work a program unless you know how it functions, right? Because imagine if imagining if I didn't can only imagine if I didn't know how to use, or I didn't know about Redapology, basically, because, good God. Without Redapology, Jesus. A lot of games would be absolutely dog shit, basically, like, unplayable, and I truly mean that, unfathomably unplayable, basically. Like, being able to lower the amount of polygons is the reason why we're able to play any games at all, basically, you know? And so, when making games, you have to have that census of, like, you have to do this, or else, you know, you gotta do this, or else, you know, people are gonna suffer in the game. I know that illusion, and now I can play with it, basically. But yeah. God. It's kind of funny. We'll do it together, basically. So, essentially, on one of my channels, on one of my Discord servers where I normally post links to my art stuff, right? There is a there is a message time delay, basically, in the live leaks, basically, or links, whatever. Basically, the wait time between posting links is about 6 hours, basically, right? And essentially, time is almost up for me. Not for stream, but for when I can post the next link, basically. I think 6 hours was intended to be, like, you know, the amount of time that, the amount of time someone would be streaming for, or streaming less than 4, I guess, I don't know. But yeah. But to send off a whole new link. But yeah. I don't know. Actually, I should do that, honestly. I should do that, honestly. I really only post like one singular thing for my my Twitch stuff. I really only do one, don't I? But God. See here. I don't know. In the future, I would like to eventually have it so that we can basically, or I could have someone like come on and just share a link, or not share a link. Someone in charge of my social media accounts, basically, to share the link, basically, you know, to the stream, you know, because I realized that, I mean, I do a lot of postcard posts or not, by the way, which is kind of it's kind of the fun of I think the plugins that I do for online, right? I make sure that in my postcards I always have like a little tiny message, right? It's not like a get well message, basically. It's really just a misfortune, basically. It's like a fortune cookie, but it's just a lot of bullshit, basically. Anyway, so like one of the things for the postcards, right, is that I have those messages, right? And I feel like it'd be fun for someone to, you know, just make up new ones when posting, right? Which, by the way, alright, I've been thinking, so, the postcards that I post, which I'm going to show you right now, alright, on Twitter, like, we basically post these, basically, you know? Make sure, actually, it's on the channel apps. Alright, we post these, right? Our promo ads for the stream, right? At the start of the stream and almost every day basically, right? Every single one of these postcards has a message on the bottom right there. This one is "I'll ruin your fine china," you know, but everything has a different comedic message at the end of it basically, right? What I'm thinking I could do, or what I might do, is I will probably post somewhere in the Discord channel about people being able to, choose what I put on the next postcard, basically, or whatever postcard, right? Suggestions or whatever the hell, because it's kind of fun. The only rule with this would be is that it has to start with every week, basically, like every week I will ruin your fine china. Every week it's another goddamn stream. Like that's the only rule. It has to be every week, comma, for every week message. you know? But yeah, let's see here. Alright, let's continue working though. But yeah, I don't know. One thing I'm trying to do though, which I hope to God that it's kind of apparent, right, is that we call it I try to make everything more everything more enjoyable. I guess I know it sounds very fucking dickish in a way, but like like going online and seeing a promo for someone's stream, right? You're probably gonna brush right past it. Like, let's be honest, you're gonna be brushing right past it, and you're probably not even gonna think twice about going to that person's stream, right? I try to at least become comical in a way. Because I know that. I know people are probably going to, skip over the promo, right? But if someone laughs at it, right, then that is everything to me. It's like, Christ. Fucking. It gives people the ability to, kind of see what the hell this is all about, basically. Just a bunch of laid back motherfuckers trying to do what makes them cool, basically. Alright, so let me go ahead and do this. Do the good old distance check. Right. Let me do something quickly, though. So... Okay, can I do this without breaking this thing? Hold on. Trying to add like leather leather types of I have an idea actually. Hold on. I go to my bookmarks and I snow. Essentially, I am going to be making a whole another texture or fill in a way. Leather, black leather. What the fuck? Okay, can do that. I can work with that. Okay. Let me go ahead and go to David Strong's file and whatnot. Essentially, I am going to be adding in a alpha, basically. And I'm gonna try this alpha out on its own, or this texture on its own, see how I like it. If I like it, I will go ahead and incorporate it into the, let's see here, incorporate it into the fucking glove here. If not, we'll find something else, or we will make something else, basically. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that, put that in. Alright. Come on. Let me see here. Let me try out a stamp tool. Let me go ahead and try something real quickly. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this real fast. So I'm gonna just save this as normal. No, okay, let's go David Strong, let's go here, let's go there. Save it as David Strong B1, yes sir. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and now do one of these. Might take a little bit of time, but 8. It won't be as long as whatchamacallit, fucking... Oh, is it done already? No, it's not. It's gotta do its thing. No. Basically, I'm gonna UV it. I'm gonna put it on that leather texture. Then I'm gonna go ahead and texture it based off of that texture, basically. The beauty with textures or color schemes in this entire program is that I'm able to basically take whatever the hell texture and just mask it based on color, basically. But this thing has to do its load, basically, or loading, basically. And that is what we are waiting for, basically. But yeah. Yeah, hopefully this goes through. Let me go ahead and do one thing first, because I am trying to let me see here. Pattern. I use a specific actually, better yet, I could possibly have an idea. Okay. I'll do this and see what the hell happens, but should happen is we get some some decent patterns going on. But yeah. Let's keep going though. Alright. But yeah, this is I'm UVing this glove right here. It's got about 2 million polygons, so I would not expect it to take any longer than a lot of time. So, we gotta be patient. Not as patient as the Stork Frost Scepter, but, you know. Damn near similar. But yeah. See here. But yeah. If this, let's see here. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and or after this thing finishes UVing, basically, I'm gonna go ahead and take the this black leather, and I'm going to have the entirety of the of the model be textured in this gradient, basically, right? Then I'm going to mask it by the colors of this gradient, and I'm going to go ahead and modify it based on those those masked areas, basically. That means is I'm going to be essentially highlighting the spots that I don't want to move, while all of the spots that aren't highlighted are going to be able to move, basically. Meaning if I just simply extend outwards the mesh, then everything that is not selected will be pushed upwards, right? And when I apply this mesh right, it's gonna go from all the dark spots to the light spots, basically. Every single pixel, basically. So, you know, if that texture doesn't work, we'll just use this one as well. Alright? One of them should work, of course. No doubt in my mind, basically. But yeah. No doubt in my mind. Okay, fuck, okay. But yeah. Going. But yeah. It has been really interesting. You know what? It's kind of the crux, right? You know, I mean, honestly, I'm not surprised that... I'm not trying to sound down, right? But I'm not surprised that, we have been having, technical difficulties today, you know? I mean, we called it... Even in the beginning of all this, right, we had, like, difficulties with a lot of stuff, basically, you know? Like, audio, camera stuff, whatever, right? And being able to... Not being able to... I always could have been able to stream on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but, you know, I had, like, Saturday, right? But, basically, when it comes to all of that, right, it's like, I expected, you know, some issues happening, right? Wasn't expecting all of this to happen, though, alright? Fucking, just a straight up lightning bolt. Blowing the power out, right? But yeah. That's for sure, though. When it comes to, whatchamacallit, like stream and whatnot, I'm not gonna give up on the schedule, alright? Like, honestly, I'll say this because, you know, we're experiencing it firsthand, alright? No matter what the hell happens with this stream and how it turns out on this new stream schedule, right? No matter what the hell happens, alright? Eventually, we will get to that fucking 3 to 11, alright? I don't care if, a little bit of a storm blocks the power out, basically. But yeah, I'm pretty sure... I mean, you know... Let me see here. I am pretty fucking confident that when it comes to, doing all